All right. Hello, everybody. I'm doing something a little bit different today, so we're going to see how it works. This is the first time I'm using my computer to go live in my group here. And I'm also streaming to Instagram at the same time, which is really awesome. So I'm going to try to keep this video really short, and I know I say that every time I do a video and then I talk for like 6 hours. But my phone is at like 8% battery, so I am actually going to try to keep this video short. So let's just jump right into it. I'm talking about stretching your soil today. So my blog came out on Monday about this, and it has all the details and everything, and I'm not really going to talk about like how to do it and stuff. I just wanted to tell you guys why I think that this is so important and why it is so like near and dear to my heart. And honestly, this is probably my favorite blog that I've written so far, just because like it's so easy to do, and it can like a lot of people can benefit from this. So when I first started gardening, I didn't have a lot of money, right? Because I was like right out of high school and trying to make it in the world like an adult and all that goodness. But I still wanted to garden because I like to eat vegetables. So I did that. So the gardens that I started were in containers because I didn't have like a house or a yard or anything. I was in an apartment, right? So you can't really like just go plant stuff randomly around in an apartment. So they were all in containers. And again, I was just out of high school, didn't have a lot of money. So I started improvising, which I feel like is something I'm really good at. So I bought a few bags of potting soil, and then when I ran out, I started using other stuff. And I actually did a video about this too, and that's also in my blog. I think I put it in there. Yeah, so I just, show you exactly what I do. This is so weird. My phone is in the way of my computer. Okay, I can't see anything now. But anyway, I show you exactly what I do to like actually stretch your soil, right? So you don't need just potting soil. You can put other stuff in it. In the video, you can see me putting like leaves and sticks, like tiny sticks. I break them up and stick them in there. You can put small rocks in there, especially limestone, because limestone has like a lot of crevices and stuff like that. And that's really good for your hold on, I'm going to say this word wrong. I think it's microbiome. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the word. And that's good for your plant's roots, because there's a lot of like little dudes and organisms that live in those crevices, and when you introduce them to your soil and put them around your roots, they help your plants benefit. Your plants benefit from them. So that's a thing. Also, if you're putting like yard waste and stuff in there, they're gonna break down over time. So like your little sticks and your leaves and grass and whatever you throw in the potting soil and mix it around really good, whatever you put in there is going to break down over time. So if you plan on having your plants in this container for like the whole time that you have the plant, it's probably a good idea to throw those things in, because it's going to create like a slow release fertilizer, so then you won't have to change out your potting soil as often as you would normally, if you're following me. If there's anybody out there that already gardens and you know what I'm talking about, it's like a no-brainer, right? And it's free. You don't have to pay for that. You don't have to pay for slow release fertilizer or anything like that. You just throw some sticks and leaves in there and leave it. It's really good. So, another thing I talk about is junk mail. Who doesn't have junk mail, right? I don't know where to look. There's so many cameras right now. Who doesn't have junk mail? Everybody has junk mail. As long as it's not plastic or shiny. So if you have like postcards or whatever, as long as it's not shiny, it can go in there. It doesn't matter if there's ink on it. If you look at a lot of like composting or planting, whatever, they're going to be like, no, don't put colored ink, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, maybe you shouldn't, but it's going to break down. It's still paper, right? It's going to break down and your plants are going to get the nutrients from the paper. So it's fine. Just put it in there. If your plants die, you can blame me. Just kidding. You can't. Can I put a disclaimer or a disclosure? You can't blame me if your plants die. So that's another thing. And then the other one, there was like a bunch of them that I mentioned in there, but these are just the ones that stick out in my head. Another one is like leftovers. So if you have a banana peel or like some vegetable trimmings or something like that, something that's not weird and isn't gonna like stink up the place, if you put that stuff in there, again, it's gonna decompose and it's gonna be like a slow release fertilizer for your plants. So you can definitely put that in there too. Who joined me? Oh, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. All right. So, the reason why I do this, and again, if you look on my blog, you can see like how my actual plants are doing. All of the ones that I show you on that blog, I did this like weird layering stretcher soil method with all of those, and there's like 9. I think there's like 9 or 10 plants. And most of them are doing pretty well. I mean, the stevia died because it's winter, and the lettuce is doing great. All of my mint family herbs are doing wonderfully because they overwinter like a boss, okay? Like, I didn't expect my catnip to grow in the dead of winter when it's like 28 degrees in Florida, but it did. It did, and it's amazing. Okay, so that's that. Don't be afraid to experiment, especially because seeds are so cheap. Like in the spring, you can go to the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General and get like 4 for $1 seeds, 4 for $1. And they have like flowers and vegetables and squash and like all sorts of crazy stuff that you can plant for super cheap. So like if you want to experiment with your soil, go for it. You know, the worst that's going to happen is your plants don't grow. That's it. And your plants can not grow in just potting soil by itself. I think I also mentioned in my video that I like to use Miracle-Gro. Some of my super hippie gardening friends will probably be like, don't use Miracle-Gro, it has chemicals and blah 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 and all this goodness. Well, that's going to be another video. Because I have something to say about that too. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that in this video. So, hold on, stuff is popping up on my screen here. I don't know what's happening. Okay. So, now I lost my place. Oh my goodness, my battery is totally dying. So I need to hurry up with this video. Oh, Miracle-Gro. So I like to use Miracle-Gro. The issue that I've had with it, and probably not everybody has had this issue, but the issue that I have personally had with it is that it gets really hard. And then, especially if you have like seedlings or just seeds, it's really hard for them to root in super hard, compact, clay-like soil. So throwing the leaves and sticks in there is going to help like aerate the soil and just break it up a bit. And I don't think that it's hardened since I have been putting that stuff in there. So that's all. I'm gonna go now. I wanted this to be a little bit longer, but my phone is like seriously gonna die. So I'm gonna cut this off a little bit short. I'm so sorry. If you guys want to read that blog, I know I referenced it like 20 million times. I'm gonna put it in the description so you guys can check it out there. All right, see you later. Oops, I'm sorry. Oh no, how do I leave? Bye.